Right, okay, so we're back again for another Friday, and I said I wasn't sure what I was going to do, and then I was realised, oh, I could do a bit of Antstream. I do need to get some, the icon for this top left here. Um, I need to do that for ZX Spectrum tomorrow as well. And in fact, do I have one for Hello Stoke? Do I have one for Atari? No, I don't. Okay, so right, I will let you know tomorrow when I'm going to stream because I did say originally one, but if I'm drinking, oops, sorry, if I'm drinking, I'm probably going to be a bit late up. um, so I might do it two instead, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. Um, yeah, I just started. I'm just a little bit. Yeah, I just started, so it's not I'm too out of time. Um, what was I thinking? Oh, this morning I got new cabling for the Amiga. If you've not seen that post in Discord, basically I took a picture of this screen over here with I used RGB and the two left right output things, and it goes to a SCART cable, and it gives a really nice crisp picture to the Amiga. So be looking forward to that on Monday, because that's how it's going to start looking from now on. Very nice and crispy. I did think the sound was a bit low, but I don't know whether that's an issue with how, I don't know, because the way I usually do it is through OSSC. No, it's not. It's through RetroTink, and that seems to be fine. I don't know what the difference is there, but whatever. Um, the other thing is I've been talking about shifting this back up here, but I did a fix on my on this yesterday, and well, so this part usually pulls out, and that's why I put the phone. Except I've gone and glued it, and yeah, it's a bit stuck. So that was my fault. Um, you recommended 10-minute wait before you start it. What, the stream tomorrow or Monday? But yeah, this I'm either gonna have to buy another one or somehow get the glue off this side and redo it somehow. Or maybe see if I can get break into the side of which I tried to do earlier on, but I couldn't actually quite do it. So yeah, unfortunately, I have to stick. Well, I have to stick with the camera down here. So yeah. Uh, I mean, you said that the streamers that wait 10 minutes before they show the game. Um, I can do. I think it just depends on the stream. I usually try and start as quick as I can. Um, but I can do like 5-10 minute waits if people want. It just depends on the streamer really. Which reminds me, I've not done something, gone live without actually going on posting stuff. Um, which is usually why it's a good idea to wait 10 minutes so I can set up on that note. But give it a sec, I'll to sort that out. Right, okay. Just doing it in one place, I'm not doing it everywhere. Excuse me. Gonna be a bit windy today because of the not burpy, not fi. Um, It's beer for you. Anyway, right, so I said Antstream. Give me a moment. Let me just find my Antstream thing. I did play a bit of it recently. Okay, where is my Windows stuff? Channel points, give wars, capture sources, that's what we are. So I want to turn off this one, turn on that one. Yep. Brilliant. Okay, so usual thing, if you've got anything you want to send me, go ahead. You can see my name there, Namco's. If not, then I'm going to see what we got. Tournaments, we've got Centipede, which is a recent one, so I'm not sure if I want to do that anyway. Got Ninja Gaiden. Got Pinball Fantasies. And that's it. Okay, let's start with Pinball Fantasies then. Okay. One ball. Right. Usual standard for left shift, right shift, and start. Ooh. It was almost a good ball. Yeah, no, bastard. It says one ball only. Yeah. Okay. It's gonna be one of those streams, is it? Oops. Luckily, it lets me have another go. Otherwise, that would have been a bit embarrassing. No. You know, there's some tables that are just really just... I don't know, it's supposed to be hard tables, but just like... You know, thinking about the whole wait 5 minutes, yeah, I suppose what I'll start doing that, to be fair, because if someone has already just seen me go on, it means that I've got to faff around with adverts and stuff. So I can kind of see that, to be fair. I mean, there are times I have done that, especially when I know I'm going to be running late. But I suppose it's good practice, really. Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, it is a good point. Oh, fuck off. He doesn't even give me enough to go. Oh, great. Straight in the gutter. You may think 25th is good, but if this has only been going on for a few days, it's going to go... I'm going to get shot down very quickly. There were some very good pinball players on this site. Sometimes I can have good runs, but I think it depends on the table. Alright, I'm going to have another 2 goes before I give up. The other thing I find about this, these tables on this platform anyway, I don't know what it is, but I feel I do a better run on Amiga than I do with here. And I'm not sure whether that's to do with whether they've changed it to be like 60 frames a second or whatever. I'm not saying that the original... Hang on, let me explain myself here, because otherwise I'm going to sound like I'm talking shit. So, I don't know whether it's because they've increased the frame rate or something like that. I don't know whether the original is 60 frames per second or anyway. It just feels that when I play it on the Amiga, I get a better... maybe a better run than I do if I'm playing it on this. Maybe it's the type of screen size, maybe it's slight lag here and there, because I noticed this when I was doing the 486, and I used to do it through let me just move the balls so it's not like in my face. But I used to do it through the stream, so I'd watch the stream or watch what you'd see as a stream, and I'd play something like Duke Nukem Forever. Although I couldn't detect there was a lag, there must have been something there, because I played a lot worse doing it that way than when I actually played it, you know, through my screen. So I don't know if it's the same thing here. I mean, it could be, but just there's something about playing these games on this that I feel like I play worse than if I'm actually playing on real hardware through my screen, if you get what I mean. Just something... I mean, maybe I should try this on the Amiga and see whether I actually do just as worse or not. In fact, I might actually try that in a second. Give me an excuse to give you all a test stream with the new cell. Right, okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with that. I'm just going to do this just for this game because I really want to see if that's the case or not. And I'm only going to play one game, so I'm not going to do a full Amiga thing. I've also bought, because I'm now on SCART with the Amiga, I've also bought a HDMI to, no, a SCART to HDMI, little small kind of thing like this big or something. So I don't have to keep getting the OSSC out. Now, I don't mind doing that for streams because that's a bit different to set it up, especially for you lot. That's fine. But when it's just me, I just want to be able to go click, 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 done, like I did with the Retro Tink. Yeah, I done the. So where is? Yeah. Alright, so this was Pinball Fantasies, I think it was, or was it Illusions? There's me saying, thinking, just be an Antstream thing, and now I'm like, oh, I've got an idea I can do. Like I said, it's only just for one game, I know it sounds silly, but me doing this should show you how much setup it's got that goes into this. Let me think. It goes through that way. Oops. That goes there. So that's output to input for the splitter. I've got to do this one and then this one. That should be ready now. Right, and then I've got to move Streamlabs back over to the middle. And that's all set up. Just to press the on key. Oh wait, I have to put it on the back. No, I've not. Oops. And there you go, look at that. I would say that's a lot cleaner than the old. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the retro tape. It's a lovely device, and I think it works pretty well on the 600. Not sure why it was as pixelated on the 1200, but it could be a cap issue or something like that. I've not changed the capping. So what was it? Pinball Fantasies, was it? Just check. Fantasies Partyland, okay. AGA were fine. And even this, you can see a lot clearly now as well. And that you can see a lot clearly. Just so nice and crisp. Right, one was Partyland. Let's see whether... Let me know what the sound is like on this. I think it's just F1. That's that. Which one is it to? I just gotta remember which one it is. So space is to tilt the table. Control does nothing. And for music. I'm not quite sure what to... Ah, here we go. It's page down, so it's probably help. Okay. That was a guttable. Sounds good, Brill. Alright, so it is this table. This table is quite a difficult one then. So I guess that's some proof. It just feels a lot different on the Antstream bit. I mean, this here, it feels a lot wider in terms of the playfield. I am noticing, just looked at the screen now, there's a lot of juddering going on. I'm not quite sure what that is. Yeah, the screen I can see on the difference on here has a little kind of judder. Whereas this is scrolling perfectly. That's interesting. Might have to talk up to 48k RAM about that and see what the issue is with that. Bit of a shame really if that's the case, because let me just try a standard game that I usually like that's quite... Try this one. I'll have a look at the screen whilst I'm playing this, and then we can get back to Antstream. Then we can get back to some Antstream, sorry. See, that's a, that's got some jumps. Yeah, it's got some jumps in that one. Because if I remember rightly, when I play this on the Retro Sync, I don't see any issues with it. Yeah, I can see the stuttering on the turning. I'll do this next level, then we'll go back to Antstream. Oops. I should know better on this level. Just trying to rush it too much, I think. And that's because, trying to rush it because, Antstream has this challenge on the C64. And I'm being an idiot, because I can actually do that one. And now I'm really wanting to go back to it so I can prove that I can do it. Even though I think a lot of you know that I can. Oops. Right. Just so that I can complete the second one. It needs to be that with that and with this I need to go forward a little bit just so I can get the jump in. If I don't, I won't be able to do it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, sod it. It is possible for me to do that, it's just been shit. And yeah, I'm blaming the game, so what? Anyway, one thing you can definitely see a bit clearer is this. So this is an icon for Star Trek icons, and this is a ball cube. So in case you were ever wondering about that. Is there anything else I've done this recently? I don't think so. Color cycle ball looks the same. I think this was just gonna be too big. I could change the screen mode, but there's probably no point. It doesn't like laced for some reason. So if I do a test, you see how it's flicking around. So it doesn't seem to like that. I don't know why it doesn't like that. But standard, like super high res, for example, you see it's not stuttering as much. So I'll have to find out why that is. Anyway. Well, anyway, that was a test, so it's a good thing I did that. Alright, back to Antstream. And what we could do on the Monday is we could just put it through and then we can diagnose it on the stream. Sure, there'll be some people out there that probably say, hey, you need to do this and this and this. I mean, if not, we've still got the retro tint to go back on. But it didn't cost me that much, to be fair. It only cost me $13.99 for the RGB cable. Won't be long. Right. Take this out now. If I can go. There we go. Right. Back to the old Anserino. Right, next tournament, I think we'll just do Ninja Gaiden. I know this is quite a hard game. Earn as many points as possible with 1 life. Then we've got AXC, then we've got ZXC. I'm sure you could do the jump thing. I can't, okay. There's something you can do where you can jump at them and you can kind of flip them over, but I can't remember what the move is. Let's have a quick look at this. Should be some... Let's have a look at the hints. Use the grab button to grab onto bars. Oh, press attack while jumping to grab an enemy and throw. That was it. Okay. See if I remember how to do this now. There we go. Basically twice. Basically, action and jump at the same time. That was it. That's a bit better. Marginally. Yeah. That's a lucky one. Ah. Oh, got a sword. Wonder how long this is gonna last. One health. Yeah. Lost the sword. Not good. Yeah. Not an easy game. I'll have to have another go at that at some point. Okay, and what's the last tournament? It's the Centipede one. I don't even remember the instructions. So the last tournament on this was basically shoot all the mushrooms. I can't remember what this one was. Let me just double check what I was supposed to do. It is the mushroom one. Oh! It's still going on then, maybe. 2 minutes to remove as many mushrooms from the forest. Right, okay, it was that one. Right. Thing with this is it's not very precise with movement. I don't know whether that's supposed to be like that. "45 mushrooms." Oh, that's new best. Too busy concentrating on shooting the mushrooms. Not quite. There we go. Yeah, this one's a difficult one. Best is 45. Okay, let's try. Let's try Bruce Lee. Try and get a high score with 1 life. Okay. Yeah. It's 4 holes, isn't it? I don't know what this particular one was on. Let me just have a look, see if it tells you. Usually it does. C64. it was also a conversion on the Spectrum as well. I don't know what other ones it was converted to, but I definitely remember those two. Can I double the audio? Yeah, give me a sec. Let's update the headphones. Don't know if that's helped. Oops. Thank you. Thank you. See if they follow me up. Nope. Then I need to... Oh, the retro game in Denmark. What is it? Best game ever. 8-bit version is the best in my honest opinion. Yeah, I was saying to Stalk, I wasn't. This was the C64 version, and there was a ZX Spectrum version, but I don't know whether the Atari got one. I know it was ported a few places. One of the only games in the world you can complete. I can do fairly well with it. I thought I was going to die. And this one I've got to do timing on. I think I fucked it. Oh no, fine. Oh, I got caught. I didn't do too badly, I don't think. 47, I do need to do better there. I hope the audio is a bit better there, Stalk, as well. Hope I was going to jump past him then. No, don't do that. I need to get to the second part and then do this. Or, could leave this because I'm going to come back here anyway. One more hit, I'm dead. Tell you what, since I've got the time to do it, I'm going to go this way, despawn off the screen, and do it this way. Sounds a bit crap, but since I can, I will. Despawn them again. Saves me having to deal with them. It also means I've got a bit of extra lives now. Okay, I thought I'd had an extra. Unless that's one hit kill. Oh, it's a one hit kill. Okay, fair enough. I have to see if this game is on. Just see if that's the ZX Spectrum version of this. Just the one, I think. Okay. Where are the new games? There we go. Grid Pre. Oh, Grid Picks. Grid Picks, sorry. Scrap Your Dog, China Gate, Desert Assault. Is that Sparrow's Trilogy or Sparrow's Legacy? Pro Golf, Planet Smashers, Netherworld, Ninja Massacre, Shadow Force, R-Type, Flag Capture, Vanishing Race, Vanishing Race, is that? Flip Flop. Okay, so there's a few new games. Let's have a quick go at this one. This one I've only played a bit of. Shit. Oops, another one behind me. I know a few people have played this, and I've played this a little bit, but not massively. So I need to go back up to Maid Marian. She's there. Yep, she's there. Try not to fall. So there's like a little black dot that tells you where the next enemies and gold are. And it appears on the left and right of the screens, and I just noticed one on the right. You can just about see it if you look carefully. Ah, it's got me on the hat. It would have been too slow anyway. Nope. You can actually see the black dot there to the left. At the very bottom of the house. But this bit of pop. There's some money. You can see it kind of going up and down if I go to the right here. Oh no, it's going down. I think it denotes where the enemies are. And that's how difficult this game can be. At least it's not Fire Truck. That's a crazy ass game. It's made Barry Empire. I don't have any money. No black door. Nobody around. Oh, there is now. Straight off this side. I wasn't looking. No, Marion. It's a silly game anyway. Any suggestions from chat for games? Whilst you're thinking about that, let me nip to the loo. I'll be back in a moment. Right, okay. Hmm. Oh god, excuse me. Give me a moment. Oh, it's a bit below. Okay. What's Exile on the Mega Drive? I don't remember that one. Might have been an import. What's the banner give me? Okay, not much. Oh, Tumblepop was the yeah, I'll have a go at that. What the hell? I asked for Tumblepop. Okay, jump is X.
Let's bring up. You did it. Let's bring up.
Good one then.
You did it. Let's bring up. You did it. Let's bring up.
Oh, didn't see the bloody. That's my fault. I jumped too soon.
did it. Let's clean up.
Let's start this one again.
Let's clean up. You did it. Let's clean up.
Jump that.
Let's clean up.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, the window in focus.
You did it. Let's clean up. You did it. Let's clean up. You did it. Let's clean up.
Ooh. Alright, one more game of this from the beginning. So I can at least get a decent high score without feeling like I cheated all the way through it.
Let's clean up.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You did it.
I had the power down there and missed completely.
Let's clean up. You did it. Let's clean up.
Not see that guy.
Let's clean up.
Ooh.
You did it. Let's clean up.
Oh, the problem is when they jump like that and you don't really see them do it. When it's until it's too late. That was my fault, but it's fine. Let's see if we can get them quickly. There we go. Power now.
You did it. Let's clean up.
Get the bell in. Alright, one more go. I say that, but we've been doing one more go for a bit now.
Let's clean up. You did it. Let's clean up.
Ooh, even better go. It didn't last long. Fair enough.
You did it. Let's clean up. did it.
Hello there, Geeky Chirpy.
Let's clean up.
Oh, for fuck's sake. This is a bit of a better run in this particular level. And I fucked it up. Just doing a small bit of Antstream tonight. What time is it? 11:30, 1:35. I'll probably do another 20 minutes and then I'll cut it for tonight. I mean, I'm doing a big stream tomorrow, so with it being the 300 follower special. Excuse me, feel free to suggest a game. I do want to play Dan Strikes Back though. Way away. But for punishment, so you play this before looks dead hard. It's one of those ones where it can be. I have had a run that was pretty good on this. It's just not always possible. What makes it worse are those things that come to the left and right of the screens. They do make it a lot more difficult. And you're gonna let me... Oh. First time I've been hit by the green blob. Right, let's see if I can get a few goes in this. They do a lot better than other people have seen try this. I've played it a few times. I do like the concept of it. It's just a nice little fun sort of maze-like game. Well, fun is figurative depending on what you think is fun, but you know what I mean. Shit. There we go. No, you don't. Ooh. Nope, gonna die. Yep. Got most of that done though. Let's point to the next area. But I want to get rid of these first. So the next area is a spider. And the webs basically stop you from going anywhere, so you've got to kind of keep pressing down to get through the webs. It's relatively okay. Let's see if I can get to the web section on this go. I meant to go left. Check, go this way. Down, 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 down. And depending on how well behaved the spider is, you can go straight across. Ooh. Fuck. Did really well as well. Last beer. Where's my... There it is. And in case you were wondering what I was drinking, it's a bit of a beer Mariatic. Ice Easy Lager, I think it is. Is it lager? Yeah, premium lager. Right, one more go at this. Maybe I can get past the spider one. I don't think so. No. Well, I had a good run on that one on at least. I've gotten further. I've got past the spider bit. I've got to the fourth part, I think. I don't think I've beaten this score though. Yeah, not since 2 years ago. Not all surprised to see you in the top 3 on this. I think that's just sort of, it's a sort of game that you kind of gotta practice it a bit more. Not as in a way of Nebulus, but just be aware of the little things that go up and across. I think that's the biggest pitfall. And I know Antaeus was saying about how there are certain places you can't go up. I think you just got to take that assault and try and remember which ones you can't go up on, and just try and, avoid all the other bits. But you should be okay. Maybe it's just a game that some people just can't get their heads around, which is fair enough. Trying to think of other games. I mean, I could just go back to this one. See how well I do on this. I hate it when it does this. I don't know why it pulls me up here, because I can't actually play it. I need to scroll. Sorry, I need to scroll back down just to click it. Which one am I gonna do? Am I gonna do a challenge? Let's try this one. Actually, it doesn't really matter because I'll give him more points anyway, I think. Oh, that's stupid. I'm trying to get the bomb. There we go.
Ready, go! Ready, go!
Gonna get this right in the middle. Miss. Miss. Oh, for... Thank you. Jesus.
Ready, go!
Right, gotta be careful in this part. So next one's red. So if I put that... No. Actually, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it should be fine. And then I put this over here. This in the far end. This in the middle there. I think I've messed this up a bit. Yeah, I've buggered it. Gotta be very careful with that one. I'll have one more game of something. Again, if you've got an idea, stick it in chat. For a game, that is. Well, why not? What I could do as a challenge. The one I sent to Grassomaniac the other day. Let's see if I can beat my score. Don't do that, no. Yeah. Careful with this. Yeah. Let me redo this. It wasn't too bad. Could have been worse. And that was me being too cocky. So it's 12 seconds out on that one. It's gonna take minutes for some reason. Okay, let's try this again. I'm on it. 1 minute dead. I think as soon as you go through that door, it should pick up, not afterwards. But yeah, I don't think I can beat that. So the best time on this is... I can't get the top. Don't know why it bugs out on this. Trying to avoid playing Nebulus because I play it too often. Let's end with my mouth is gone now. Let's end with Xyphoe's Nightmare, I think. I don't play this game as much, and I did see the POS machine version of this. It's quite nice. The game is a pain in the ass, but it's supposed to be, so... Right, normal or trainer. Let's go with normal. Don't know why. took me ages to figure out that you could jump and then move when I first played this. Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck off. Oh. That was my fault. Trying to do it too quickly. I just need to kind of calm down a little bit and see if I can. Trying to get that right jump on that one. Because if I remember rightly, if you can get over the first one, it's the second one that you need to do to kind of jump and then move over. There we go. Alright. Not surprising I get killed by the second mushroom. Yay, got it.
For the fallen!
You right? I'll just give you a sec to get in. Hello everybody coming in from the Angry Viking Bikers channel. Hello there Amiga Cami, I've not seen you in a while. Let me just give a shout out. What were you doing today? Just get the right... Give you a shout out here. See what it pops up with. hearing anything. Is that because my music is too loud? Playing some retro games. Thank you for the shout. No problem. It's part of. I'm trying to do it as part of my You know, when somebody raids in, give them a shout out, and it's because I've got the thing. I don't know whether that actually picked up any audio, whether it was. Apologies if not. I've got this blaring in my ears. Any. Yeah. Anything in particular you're playing? Oh, this has got spikes on, hasn't it? No, bastard. Right, just so I can save my ears a second. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a couple of other games because I was about to kind of end it here, but I've only just been raided, so I thought I'll do another 30 minutes. I will say that I am streaming tomorrow as part of an extra stream, because I've gone over 300 followers, so I might as well do an extra stream to celebrate that. Tomorrow I will be doing Atari Jaguar. So I did the bit of Atari Jaguar and we kind of went through alphabetically. So I think we're still on A's at the moment. So we'll pick up from where we were last time, and then we're gonna do a real hardware ZX Spectrum stream. So the first half Atari Jaguar, second half ZX Spectrum. So we'll do some tape loading and a bit of Div MMC loading as well, so I can get a bit of both on that one. The Wicket the Ewok thing. So this is a Xyphoe game. Somebody wrote this for Xyphoe. It's called Xyphoe's Nightmare. And if you've been on his streams, you'll know that he's got a I think it's a channel point redeem where it turns his face into this little Ewok. I think he has another one where he's got like a hat, and then another one with a beard. I think that was it. But this is specifically for Xyphoe. Playing some retro indie style games at first, like Halgar, Slane, and so on. And then I played some more retro games like Wonder Boy Rastan. Excuse me, Bubble Bubble, Black Metal on me. Yeah. Right, I've not heard of these. Halgar. It's Hindi word, apparently. Halgar the Blacksmith, is it? Slain back from hell. Okay, that looks interesting. Run war arrested, bubble. Okay, fair enough. Right. Oh, right, okay. Well, just in case you're wondering, because when I looked up Halgar, it means in Hindi. What does it mean in Hindi? Sorry, did I say in Hindi, as in H Hindi? Usage as it rolled into the hangar. Oh, It's a hanger. Okay. Well, there you go. Keep that in chat in case you're wondering. Now, I'll go and see what the other one you said was. Belogar. Sorry, that's mispronounced. Beholgar, sorry. It does have a very much a Rastan kind of vibe to it, but it's kind of mixed with sort of an 8-bit style, sort of like an advanced 8-bit. I won't quite go as far as Amiga, but kind of like a mixture between the two, more 8-bit than 16-bit. Oh, another thing, Amiga Kami. On Monday, we did it earlier on today because I was playing a pinball game called Pinball Fantasies, the Partyland one, and I was remarking how I felt it felt a bit different than playing on Antstream. Felt a bit different than playing on actual hardware. So I tested it just to see whether I'd actually do better, because I usually feel like I do better on a real hardware than I do with Antstream. But I think I figured out that it was just a hard table. And one of the new things I bought is an RGB to SCART, so it does include the audio. The screen looks very nice and crisp. The only problem is it kind of judders a bit, so I'll probably put it back on Monday. I'll see whether anybody can help me fix it. If not, I'll have to go back to the retro tink, which is a bit of a shame really, because it looked really nice. And I got the idea from a streamer called 48k RAM, and it cost me £14. So yeah. Right. Anyway, let me less rambly and do a bit more gamey. I got it from Cool Gadget, I think it is. The UK site. I don't know whether you'll have been on there. Coolnovelties.co.uk. That's what it is. It's an Amiga RGB SCART, about 2 meters. HD, I don't think so. It came in this package. I don't think you're able to see that properly, to be honest. Right, let me just... So yeah, it came in like that. And that's the package it came in. The card itself, actually I do have it. Just says on it, made in the UK by coolnovelties.co.uk. Quality cables for retro systems. Gives a phone number to the website. The problems of line going up or down the screen. Like some interference. No, mine was pretty good. It was just when it went up and down the screen, kind of juddered. But I was using it through the OSSC, which shouldn't have been a problem, to be honest. But yeah. Nice collection of retro consoles. Yeah. So most of my retro consoles, like, are under this desk. Trying to think. So this is my PC. My PC. Words are failing me. Give me a second. Probably to do with this. This is my PC shelving. This up here is my Mega Drive. And then you got Mega CD up there, and then you got 32 up right at the top. And above that, which you won't see, is the Sega Saturn 3D joypad. And then what else can you see? So you can see over here, this is my PS1 section with a few DS titles here. This is the Dreamcast section. Underneath here is the Sega Saturn stuff. And underneath there, at the bottom is Mega Drive. And then on this side, if you imagine the same thing again, on here, on this side is Amiga. On here, on this side is Spectrum. On here, on this side is more Mega Drive pushing Mega CD stuff. And then there's nothing at the bottom because I can't get to that section. Yeah, kind of like screen tearing. It's kind of weird. It's fine when it's through this monitor. When it's been passed through the OSSC, though, it just kind of like judders. A lot of old school PC games also, but I'll never get to play them again from disc. My new game, Rig PC, doesn't have a disc drive and it's down. Ooh. Well, my PC down here is have I ever shown you with this? I don't think I have. Let me just switch over to this and then put on my second cam. Right. Okay. So this is where I can see you all at there, pretty much. It's another screen. This is my usual screen that I usually look at for Amiga and everything like that. Then over here is where I'm actually playing the game. And then here's another, this is the screen for the actual dashboard for Twitch. So this is my Streamlabs kind of screen. This here is the 486. It's in an Amiga Checkmate case, and the reason for it is because the type of PC it is, it's low profile, so you get like a riser card, and then you got a couple of expansions that go like this way. And the Checkmate case was the only kind of viable thing I could use. So with a bit of modification, that was being used for that. Pulling out a little bit, you've got a standard floppy here. You've got the GoTech for the PC here. And then you've got the SCSI CD-ROM external here, which has recently been changed because that used to be, I think it was like a 4-speed or something like that, but it started to go. So yeah, my other Checkmate case is over here, and that black one is specifically for the Amiga 1200. Has a floppy here and a CD drive here, and that's how that one works. The other thing I've got for the 486 is this here. This is an ISA slot, and as you can see, has a USB drive. I need to figure out how to get this in the machine. I mean, I've got an idea, but I've got to kind of... The riser card has 3 ISA slots. One of them's being used for SCSI. One of them's being used for the ESS audio drive. That's the sound card. And then the third one I can't actually use properly because it doesn't have... The Checkmate cases only have 2 openings, and I wasn't willing to modify that because it was easier for me to do the motherboard part because it was already a whole bit that I could start to cut through. But with opening another bit at the back, I was a bit... So the only other way I'm going to do it is there's a Vogon's talk about if you don't have enough ISA slots, someone's bought like an ISA black backboard and kind of used a cable from one to another to kind of extend it out. So I'm going to use that idea, but I'm going to use it as a kind of, because I don't have another hole, I'm going to put it's the extender from the board to the side, so it kind of pins at the side. And there's a lot of screw holes at the side that I could pin it to. Let me give you the so you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. So that in there. So that'll tell you about if you want to extend out your ISA slots, that's a way to do it. It's cool your PC has more ports, so you can have multi-screens. Whereas my game rig only has 2 ports, so I can use 2 monitors. Yeah, I've got an RX 570, I think it is. So I think it's got like 3 or 4. I'm sure it's got at least 4. I think it uses display ports, and I've had to use converters. So one of them's a definite display port, one of them's display port to HDMI, and the other one's like I can't remember the other one. I had to use converters from one end to the other, but it works fine. It's pretty good. But as they always say, if you go once you go 2, going back to 1 screen's a bit kind of can't really do that anymore. Right, give me a sec. I just need to nip to the loo a minute. I'll be back in a minute. Right, sorry about that. Yep, no problem there, Viking Biker. Let's right, so we're gonna play another game of this, well, another 2 games of this, cause might as well. And I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. It's like I said, I've got a stream tomorrow. It's probably gonna be a 6-hour one, to be fair. Right, okay, so we've managed to get to the second screen, but can I do it again? That's the question. Pixel art in this is great. Yeah, it's I've seen it on one of the CPC Plus machines. I'm pretty sure it was on a GX 4000, and it looks just as good. Unless it was in a CPC Plus range, it might have been. I'm definitely sure it was on a Plus machine. I'd love to see it emulated, to be honest. If you look for GX 4000 emulators, you can't really see them. As far as I remember. There's definitely not one on the Mister. Mainly I want to play, oh, actually, I think that's not the case. I think there is one, and I think I downloaded it recently. Can't remember where I found it. But I'd still like one for the Mister. Mainly so I can play Robocop 2. Which, I don't care what anybody else says, I think actually Robocop 2 on the GX 4000 is pretty good. And it's its own thing, that's the other thing as well. Because you don't get that version on anywhere else. For God's sake. I also heard Switchblade was alright on it as well. Oh, the other thing, Amiga Kami, is, I don't know if you heard, but the other week I went to Amiga Island. That was quite fun. Robocop 2, the one required a key press, which was impossible on the console. No, I don't think it's that one. I'll show you which one it is. Because I think you're thinking of the Commodore 64 GS version. GS version, yeah. GS. Give it a long play so you can watch this. At some point. Yeah, I went there and I saw a few people there. I took the mister along, so basically, ooh, is that a bit too bright? It is, isn't it? Hang on. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, so I went along and let me just went along and tried the Irish whiskey. Sorry, Irish Guinness, which is not the same as the UK version. I took the mister along with my monitor. It's small enough that I can put it in a pack and put it away. But yeah, it was alright. I kind of half busted my Amiga when I was there because I was installing something. And, you know, when you install something and then the Amiga resets partway through, and then when you put it back on again, the Amiga's like, oh, there's something wrong with the hard drive, but it still lets you boot it in anyway. It was doing that, so. But I fixed that when I got back. I tried to use a disk salve, but it just didn't work. And I decided to make a bigger hard drive and just copy everything over. It made it fine. I'm definitely going to go back. I'm not going to go back next year. I'm going to go back the year after, you know, as an alternate thing. And the site I shared with it was just for this year, apparently. It was a bit earlier than it should have been. I just think it was a little bit too close to Christmas. Because I think they did it in, is it the second week? But I think it's Nebulus who's on here is on Twitch, sorry. But he said usually don't do it as early. So I think next time they're going to try and put it back to where it used to be, which I think is the end of the month of January. But yeah, it was nice to go to Ireland. I've never been there before. Can definitely tell why it's called the Emerald Isle, because we had to get a coach from Dublin all the way to Athlone, and it took 2.5 hours around that time, 2 to 2.5 hours to get there. And on the way back, I was desperate to go loo, which was a bad idea in a coach. Because the guy was still kind of going around corners, and I'm in this cubicle getting thrown around whilst in the and it's like, right, I'll wash my hands now. Boom. As the guy puts the brakes on because he's hit, like, you know, the end of the street, and I'm just like, fuck's sake. But yeah, that's the fun times I had at Amiga Island. No, it's like I went on some long coach rides where I visit New Zealand and holding it in a wee was yeah, there's no way I could hold that on, not for 2.5 hours. But I got off in Dublin, and let me just put the music down a bit. Might be better if I do it on mine ears as well. Better. Yeah, so I got off at Dublin when I was coming back, and I noticed that the Irish have this thing about American diners, because there were a lot of those around, and I actually went to this. I inadvertently kind of was wandering around and ended up being in their kind of Chinatown end. I went to this really nice this Asian kind of food place that had hobs on the tables. So the hobs were really there for when they have the soups where they get loads of meat and then they kind of put it in the, they get the meat in a soup and they just leave it there to kind of like stew and stuff and then kind of eat it. It's usually the way to do the soup bits is they put it as a big pot in the middle and they get a load of friends around like a big social thing and have loads of meats and stuff and just crack beers or drinks and then just like put the meats that they want into the soup, let it kind of like infuse and then just take it out and eat it. It's kind of weird kind of thing, but that was basically what the hob was there for. But what I had was this this seafood sizzler that had fish balls, squid and some mussels. That was it, and it had that kind of, you know, that kind of Chinese kind of sauce, but it had a light sprinkling of cheese. So, and it sounds weird, but it kind of worked really well. Very light sprinkling of cheese. It wasn't like everywhere. It was just in the liquid. Really nice though. I spent a weekend, so it was like from Friday till Sunday. Hello there, biker. Sorry, angry Viking biker. Yeah, it was pretty good. I think we had somebody coming in from there was one person that came in from a long distance. I think it was from America that he popped in from. Was it? Something like that. That's the furthest I think somebody's come for Ireland. You went to Dublin when you were a girl. It seems quite a big city, does Dublin. At least the especially when you look at it on Google Maps. It's like big area of Dublin, lots of green, then another city. Oh, another town kind of thing. It's okay now because you can just call me a biking or biker. I don't have to call it my full name if you don't want to. No, yeah, no problem. Just my mouth is a bit. It's just like I think drinking as well probably doesn't help. Oh, your dad's family's from Ireland. Okay. So does he live? Oh, does your dad's family live in the Dublin area, or is it kind of? Well, I'm assuming he would, but is it like outside, or is it kind of in between? I did it back then, not sure where to live now. And an uncle came to visit me in Tasmania last month. Oh, okay. The other thing I noticed about Ireland is they don't have corner shops like we do. It's like a newsagent or anything. I did not see any. Unless it's a small town thing, I don't know. But I did not see anything like that in Athlone. It's kind of a bit weird. I mean, they did have spa type shops. You know, the big kind of shops in there, but I didn't see anything. Because even in the UK, when you go into the town centres, you will get a newsagent somewhere around there. Kind of weird not seeing it for a change. Unless there are some and they're just out of town, or I don't know. It was just something I kind of noticed. Right, come on, let me get to the second area. No. I think I need to be slightly out. I didn't even move that much. I moved to the left and then to the right and then suddenly it just clicked. Nope. It's funny how mushrooms kill you. Yeah. Three-quarters Irish, Welsh and English. Also ancestors who are Viking from when they came to settle in the England and Isle of Man. Yeah. Right, last two goes at this before I throw the computer in the bin. Yay! Right. No. This is Xyphoe's Nightmare, so you can play this on Antstream Arcade. Let me just check if you can find it elsewhere. So Xyphoe, if you don't know, is a streamer. He is well known for his love of CPC stuff. I don't know if it's just a I think it's just an Antstream game. I know, you can Google it anyway and see if you can find it, but yeah, it's let me just restart this so you can see the classic him doing this. So you can see it says excited Antstream exclusive, Xyphoe is trapped in a never-ending nightmare. Only you can save him by destroying as many copies of Bridget as possible. Just play this. I think someone should make a sequel and call it Xyphoe's Cauldron. That would really piss him off. Because I know he doesn't like Cauldron. Or that's what I've heard anyway. Where's the face? There you go. I'm not going to read it, I'm just going to go straight into it. Right, last two games. You know, the Angry Video Game Nerd has had 2 games after its name, also starring. Yeah, I saw those. I think Octavius has had a game made out for her. There's a game called. I can't remember what the game was called, but it looks very much like Tristobytes. It was a Dreamcast game, I think it was. But I don't think it actually is. It just looks like her. Or looks like a kind of interpretation of her. I'm trying to think of other people that have had the games made after them. Sure, there was another one. Oh, Hitch. Retro Hitch has had a game made after him as well. I think that was a Spectrum game. You know, I said last 2 games and I'm on my 4th one now. That kind of thing, as I'm sitting there going, look, I can get to the second bloody stage. I've done it twice. You also, someone made a game after me where I go out looking for bike parts so I can build my chopper style motorcycle so I can make it to the next bike rally. I don't know, it could be a theme for Amiga Kami's next Amiga kind of Amiga coding competition. No, that was stupid. People say I should make the character in my game me since I can't figure out what to call her. I'm a game jam, yeah. Sorry, Brian was just going. Because the last one was it? I can't remember what the rules for the last one were. Was it just a blitz one, or was it? No, it's something else. Because I know the year before you did ports. I can't remember what the theme was for supposed to be for this year. Yeah, last one was ports because that was where Hoffman brought out Nightmare, and there was the ZZT game, which actually works pretty well visually on the Mister. Doesn't work as well on 1200 here, but I think that's a size issue. There were some other really good games in there as well. Blitz Basic Game Jams thing was just Blitz Basic. What? Okay. Fair enough. You know, I'm gonna go to bed and all I can hear is this fucking song. It's a nice tune, to be fair. It's just gonna be one of those things that just keeps being drilled into my head. That was it. That was it. It was. I knew it was something. So it's Sword and Sorcery, yeah. And the thing is, it wasn't just role playing, was it? It was basically how you interpreted it. You could easily do a Rastan Saga type thing, I think. Ah, shit. And the one after that, which is run by people who ran a Blitz one, will be a different coding language, or maybe it will be about apps instead of games. We were talking about Rastan earlier. I think it could be really great with the Scorpion engine. Yeah, possibly. Speaking of recreating stuff, just gonna close this off for a second. Let me see if I can pull. So I don't know if you saw it or not, but I've been looking into Deluxe Paint because I've meaning to play with it for a while. I need to finish off the excuse me. I need to finish off the Can Do game that I started. Was it last year? I don't know how to say it. I need to kind of sort of come back to this because I need to do learn the Deluxe Paint. I think I've got it here. So I found 2 tutorials on Deluxe Paint 4. One of them is a video guide, and that basically goes through all the Deluxe Paint buttons and menus and stuff and tells you how it all works. And then you've got the advanced techniques, and that goes through like kind of how to make like the raised looking button with stuff on, and how to do the color cycling, you know, with the ball and make it bounce. So, I'm just trying. I will put onto here. Right. Where is... Just gonna grab a window capture. Okay, so this is last week. This is me last week. I'm just gonna put this full screen so you can see what it says. Right, so the first thing I do is go into the palette, I believe. Oh, this is me showing you how I actually know how to do the color cycling. Turn the mixer on. What we're going to do is we're going to take this red. I'm going to spread it across here. So we're going to copy this. We're going to do 2, 4, 6, 8 to there. So spread from here. Oops. Oh, it's already selected here, so I can push it back to this way. And then we want white, so I'm going to go, I think this one's a white, or this one could be a white. Copy that. I'm going to put it from here. So 2, 4, 6, 8 there, and here. Spread that to there. So that's that done. And color cycle works on ranges. That's just a kind of this is how the tutorial showed me how to do it, so this is the way I'm doing it. Sorry, give me a moment. I've just knocked the HDMI thing again. Just give me a sec. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, don't worry. I've got the extras channels. If you need to catch up, okay, you can do. I'll put that in a minute. Palette set up, but now we need to do the ranges. Color ranges. This we need to clear, and then each one of these, as I remember, you just basically put it on here. that's all done. And then we click show, and it shows you what it looks like here. What you want to do is you want to click, I don't know why you do it this way, but you click random and you push the divot off so it does that. So you get a nice clean bit. You also need to cycle it. So I need to bring this across. You can see it moving across like that. If I let go of the mouse, it just stops. So if you want to check it, make sure you left click and hold here, and then it'll do the cycling. So we've got this all set up now. Right, so that's set up. So the next thing is, let me think. I think the next thing is here. So you see how there's a slice between these two? That means you can have a click here and it does this, or you can click here and it does that. I think it's this one. Yeah, so I do a right click down here. I think I do this because it's a range. Press OK, and I need to make it 2 across. Oh, sorry. Clear that. I need to do this as well. This is grid. So it's 2 across, 1 down, I think. Like that. And then you've got the 2 red and white. Come across here, this is where you pick up the brush, you know, when they do the copying the brush. So we do that. And now we've got a copy. Make the copy all the way down here. And then we do it again. Hopefully I've done this correctly. Yeah, you see that. That's where I've gone wrong. It's you need to have it a certain distance across, otherwise this causes an issue. So let me just redo that again. Apologies for this. This is where I need to remember how this is done. I think it's that big, maybe? Same thing I did. The jittering, but you should get the general gist of this anyway. Cross your fingers I've done this correctly. Again. There we go, look. See that it fits much better there. So I know I've done that correctly. We do this. Right. So that's that. Pick up the brush again. I'm going to take this much. And now I've got this here. Clear that. And we go over here. We want to, let's cancel this. I think it's this one. Right click down here. We want a solid. And then we go to preferences and we say be square. So that makes a circle perfectly square when we draw it. Like that. And then we go to the fill. Right click. Want to wrap. Press OK. Click in the middle. And then, if you're ready, press tab. And there you go. Done. And that's how you do that part of the cycling demo. Now there's the next part of it where you do dragging it across to do the animation part. And I've fucked that up a couple of times. So, well, there you go. That's how you do color cycling. If you want another demo, because this was jumping around a little bit, I can do it again on stream, no problem. Alternatively, check out the VODs or extra channel. That's the VODs, the extra VODs that I put on. So they're about a week out of date. So weekly time. So today's will be on like next week. Because I know that you get about a week's worth of VOD on here and then it disappears. So don't forget to have a look at that if you want another go at that sort of thing. Alternatively, if you want to if you want to try this yourself. And let me just, I've still got the deep tutorials. So this here is the video guide. That's the video guide for Deep 4, and the advanced techniques where I actually learned this from is this video here. And yeah, so if you want to have a go yourselves, go ahead. It's one of those things you do it a couple of times, you just go, I get it now. Pretty good, cool what you did there, because I'm no good with paint or anything like that. I wouldn't know where to start. I've done a few kind of pixel art stuff, but it's like when you come to a new hall and it's like you're not quite sure, even though Deluxe Paint is a lot more simpler than like Photoshop, it's still a bit like daunting a bit because you're not quite sure what you're supposed to be doing. But seen this action before, but it's pretty easy. I like to make a waterfall picture with color cycling. I think basically the waterfall stuff is you put in, and this is what I'm guessing basically from what I'm doing here, because it's basically cycling through pixels. I'm assuming it's going to be, here's a block where the waterfall would be, and you pick a range of blue to white and you put that in, like draw it in, and then just play around with it and see whether you can get it to kind of sort of go down like that. Maybe it's got a bit more complicated when you got the waterfall, because there's also the bit where the idea with the sun shines on it. So I don't know whether it's going to be a case of you're going to have to put in the same kind of color range but slightly offset a bit, because that's where the sun hits it. Maybe you've got to put the white bit in there. Excuse me. And maybe the rest of it has blue, and that cycles from blue, and this one starts at white, and that cycles from white. I don't know. I'm guessing at that point I'd have to play around with that sort of idea to see whether that's worth it. I mean, there's other places you can find waterfall demos, because I've seen one where there's one where there's water at the bottom here, and you can see the cycling go that way. And then there's one on who's the Dr. CDCS has got a famous one. It's the one where the waterfall comes down from the back, and it's got like this kind of green kind of landscape at the side kind of thing. That's a really famous and quite nice one. You probably know it when you saw it. I don't know whether I can actually find one. Hang on. Yeah, this one. So this one here. See, I've got like Lightweight 3D Shop and Photo Tracker. That's from Amiga Island from a couple of years ago. You can see though there's colours here. It's like kind of like a blue and a white. There's probably like shades in between coming down there. And I'm assuming that'll be because it's doing it in that sort of fashion. I wonder whether there's some sort of, when you build a picture up, you kind of like sort of maybe go down, or maybe have stuff that's not, slightly out of sync to get that sort of effect. And that's what I'm guessing. But that's one of the known ones. So there are other ones. Forest. That's supposed to be color cycling. I don't know how that's done. It's probably the same effect with the rain. This has got music, not music, sound in with it as well. You can see the kind of pushing on that side. That's another one you can see. To simulate the waves. These won't look nice. There's some game backgrounds here. Let's have a look. What else have we got? So that's that same one, but in daylight. I'll put this in the chat so you can have a look. There you go. But anyway. There you go. That's really cool colour cycling stuff that can be done. Right. Anyway, I've streamed a bit longer than I should have done. I was hoping to kind of kill it like half an hour ago, but it's fine. Right, thanks everybody for popping in. Thank you very much by the Angry Viking Biker for the raid. Good to see a few of you back in. Well, I say back in. Just good to see you in chat, to be honest. Let me pull in the stream schedule. I don't know yet. Let me have a look. Let me go through my schedule stuff and I'll let you know. Okay, so I'm back again tomorrow for an off schedule stream to celebrate the 300 followers that broke, I think, about a week or two ago. Because Anteos was like, hey, you broke 300. I'm like, oh yeah, I have, haven't I? So yeah, I'm going to do a 300 followers special tomorrow, starting about maybe 2:30. Yeah, 2:30 UK time. I'll be doing, as I said before, Tara Jaguar and Real Hardware ZX Spectrum. Then Sunday we'll be doing more Men in Black on a PlayStation via the Mister. Monday we're back with cover discs, so we're going to be carrying on looking at cover disc CD4 for the Amiga format. I'm going to try and get in some Amiga Addict discs, just one of them, and we'll also be looking at Blade Warrior, which got suggested by Stalk Forwarder. Tuesday is Pool of Radiance on the 486, and oh, wait a minute. Yes, that's right. Tuesday is going to be Pool of Radiance to the 486, and then usually I do the Fridays and the Sundays like I have been doing, but from next week up until for a month, that is, I'm not going to be doing streams on a Friday and a Sunday because I'm trying to pull back for a bit of a rest. That's only going to be through February. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's just going to be 4 weeks of me not doing Friday and Sunday streams, just as a kind of way to have a bit of a rest. But I will be doing Monday and Tuesday streams throughout February, just not Friday, Sunday ones. But you're gonna get the last. This is the last. Yeah, so this is the last Friday and Sunday stream for this month, and then yeah, February won't be doing. March back again as normal. So yeah, so that's your upcoming schedule. Thanks for the stream, no problem, Geeky Chappy. It was good to see you again, even if it was just the end of the stream. I'll have to check out that Xyphoe's game. Yeah, it's fun, but predictably annoying because it's one of those kind of frustrating games. Let's see who is available for raiding. quite a lot of people on tonight. Let me just check somebody who's hopefully still on. Yes. Okay, so we're going to go raid Charlie Farr. Now, Charlie tried to raid me last week. Unfortunately, I just raided as soon as he raided me. So I've just checked to make sure he's still doing a stream, and he is. He's playing PC Engine stuff. And I was watching him just before I started anyway, so I will go and raid Charlie Farr. It's cool seeing you again. Thank you very much, Angry Viking Biker. Cool to see you too. My brain's gone again. Just like trying to think of the next thing to say. My brain's just like, boo. Anyway, right, let's get. Where's Charlie Farr? Yes. Coolio. Right, you know my schedule, and again, thanks everybody for popping in. See you soon, and until the next stream, I'll see you later. Bye.